It's a boy, as Izuku was born. He would have pitch black hair and red eyes. Inko and Hisashi would stay together, and yeah, we're gonna do a time skip to when he was 4, and that's where we're gonna start off the story. Izuku is going to the quirk doctor. And when he gets there, they examine him and determine his quirk. His quirk will be human combustion. Human combustion basically is there's a giant fire that starts out in this inside your body, and everything burns away from the inside out till you're nothing but a shriveled corpse, basically looking like a mummy. And yeah, now the fun really can begin in this what if. Izuku would be like, human combustion? What is that? As the doctor explains. She's like, am I gonna be a villain? Mommy, as she screams at him, don't talk to me, you little shit. It's your fucking villain quirk. Mommy, what are you saying? I said don't talk to me, as she slaps Izuku across the face. Mommy, what do you do? Do I have to say it again? As she hits Izuku, he falls to the ground, crying. She says, get in the car. We're going home. As they get home, and Inko proceeds to beat the shit out of him, and then tells Hisashi about his quirk when he gets home from work. Hisashi feeling a little sympathy for Izuku. That's his son. But at the same time, he does have a villain quirk in a society where if you're a villain quirk, you're bound to become a villain. Because, well, you're going to be cast aside. So, he joins in on the beating till nighttime. When Izuku goes to bed, he has to sleep on the floor. He has nothing in his room. And then he, wakes up, goes straight to school, walks to school, and tells everyone asks, Izuku, what's your quirk? As he's scared, he's reluctant to say it, but he does anyways. My quirk is, I don't know quite what it is, but the doctor called it human combustion. I can kinda feel it. It feels like I could activate it inside each and every one of y'all. As Bakugo says, ooh, let me see. Because none of them know what human combustion is. So Izuku says, alright, who should I do it on? As some rando with, let's say she had the quirk to make her hair grow super long and could move it at her own will. She says, ooh, do me. As Izuku says, alright, as he activates his quirk, as well, from starting at her stomach, purple flames come up, shooting everywhere, as you just see fire come straight out of her eyes, mouth, and you hear screams of pain as it happens. Type shit, right? And Zuko is like, oh, what? No, stop. As he just starts crying, everyone's screaming, Zuko, what did you do? Zuko! As everyone starts running, and the teacher's freaking out, as the cops are called, pro heroes show up, All Might's there, Endeavor's there, as they summon to a quirk awakening. Mess up of the quirk. Izuku goes on the news murdering a 4-year-old, and well, he's traumatized. He goes home after having to deal with the cops and all that, and let's just say it wasn't pretty for him. Pretty for him. He was, well, tortured again and again. Nico brought him to the basement and proceeded to whip him and then make him lay on a nail bed. Stabbed him a couple times, missing all the important arteries, though. She'd throw knives at him, scissors at him. He saw she would burn him. And, well, after 3 years of torture, he would get tired of this, being bullied at school constantly, being called a freak, a villain, a monster. He'd finally get snap as once he got home, the moment he thought he'd go, only thing rushing to his mind was kill, 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 burn, as with a flick of his wrist, Inko burst into purple flames, which, if you don't know, is the hottest flames, as he would burn her body and then proceed to bury her outside. As later that day, Hisashi would come home and he'd do the same, burying him too. About a week later, the cops would show up, seeing how Hisashi and Inko haven't been at work. And they'd put out some search dogs and they'd end up unburying their bodies, being like, what happened? What madman burned them alive? As they do some studying and find out that it would burn from the inside out, learning this was done by a quirk. And a little bit more research would show that the sun had a quirk perfect for this, as they would go straight to looking for Izuku Midoriya, which just happened to be at school. They'd bust down the doors the last day of school. Or not the last day, yeah, it's the 4, 5, 6, 7. It's the last day of, he's 7 years old, he'd be in 3rd grade, last day of 3rd grade. Yeah, he's that young and he's already murdered some people. He's gonna be a freak, as doors will bust down, Endeavor showing up, being like, Izuku Midoriya, get on the ground, you have the right to remain silent, as Izuku would say, oh, about time to come. They've been dead for about a week or a month, I don't even know. As Endeavor would say, you sick fuck. How could you? It's your own flesh and blood. And you're only 7 years old. What the fuck happened to you? Zuko saying you wouldn't understand. Anyways, let's get the show on the road, Endeavor. As he tried to activate his quirk, and not working for some reason. Someone, Izuku doesn't know at this time, is blocking Izuku's quirk. As Endeavor would rush, take him to the ground, and put some quirk counselors on him. Izuku would be brought to, the police office. As they do some interrogations to find out Izuku was tortured daily. And would understand. They put a quirk counselor collar around Izuku's neck and say, well, it was self-defense, so you're gonna be freed, but we're gonna send you to an orphanage since you have no family. Izuku just giggling, saying, alright. As All Might walks, and after Izuku was exhorted out, saying, you really think we should send him to an orphanage? Probably be better if you send him to an insane asylum. He's laughing after murdering his own family. As also says, well, that's not in our authority, so this is the only thing we can do. As Izuku would be sent to an orphanage and get the same treatment, but you can't do anything now that he has a quirk collar on him. Being called a villain, tortured, all day. As one of the head honchos of the orphanage, we decided, why not try to make money off him? I mean, he's a young kid after all. As they would, this is the part where it turns 18 plus, so if you're not under age 18, please get out of here. Unless you wanna, get the spicy shit. Well, kinda fucked up shit. More like, sold his body. Zuko, if you've watched, or read Guts, you know what I'm talking about when I say sell his body. Yeah, that Zuko would be every single other day by different people all the time. And, well, that's what happened till Zuko is age 16. It's the last day of school. As he graduates middle school, or actually, we're gonna say that UA is a college, by the way. Yeah, he graduates middle school. He's heading into high school. Izuku, on his way to the orphanage, take a shortcut, as he would be attacked by the sludge villain, and wouldn't resist at all. As a second before Izuku dies, All Might shows up. I am here. As he Detroit smash the sludge villain. Zuko coughs as All Might's like, boy, are you okay? Zuko looks up saying, All Might? Yeah. As All Might's like, wait, you're that kid from those so many years ago. I recognize you. Those deep, endless void of red eyes and that jet black hair, that shriveled voice. You're the kid that murdered his parents, aren't you? As Izuku would get a big smile on his face saying, oh, you recognize me. Yeah. Yeah, that is me. What's it to you, All Might? As I'm gonna say, you're a fucking villain. You shouldn't even be allowed in an orphanage. I hope they're doing bad shit to you, because you honestly deserve it. Oh, you fucking freak. As you could say, oh, they are. So you could be happy about something, All Might. Just be glad I have this collar on me. If it was up to me, oh, you would be dead. I'd be the king of Japan. As well, someone walks by and hears this. As they scurry off, seeing All Might. I'm gonna say, well, I gotta get this villain to the police office. You go to the orphanage now, boy. As they'd part ways, Izuku would head to the orphanage, and, well, he'd get his guts treatment. As someone that was eavesdropping, that, the dude that ran off, he would head to his base of operation, as he would call his boss. I think we got perfect person. As, well, All for One would say, oh, intrigue me. this kid, All Might, called Freak and a villain. He said he wanted to rule out Japan, and he said if it was up to him, everyone, they'd burn, they'd die. As All For One say, oh, is that him assuming he has the power to do so? Well, All Might seemed a little scared of him. Apparently the kid killed his parents when he was 4. I remember reading about it on the news. Apparently the kid killed his parents when he was 4. I remember this. Yeah, when I was a kid in my orphanage, we had a TV. It broadcasted on the news. Apparently, he burned them. He has quite a powerful quirk. I did a little bit of research on my way here. Human combustion. The kid's name's Izuku Midoriya. And, well, I think he'd be a good member to have on our team. As, well, our phone was like, well, do you know where he's staying? Shuruke says, well, no, but we could find out. I have a big intel network, so do you. So, it won't be that hard. As a week goes by, and they finally found out where Izuku's staying. At an orphanage at the west side of Japan. Towards the border of Japan where, like, they meet the ocean. Yeah. As Izuku would, well, be walking around one day. As he's approached by a man in a suit and a white-haired kid around his age. As they would offer him a deal. We'll remove that collar from you and get you out of this orphanage if you just join us, Izuku. We can make all your dreams come to fruition. You could truly be the ruler of Japan and have much greater power if you so by wish. As Izuku would say, go ahead, I'm listening. As All For One will explain his only requirements. You help us do anything. Our main goal is to kill All Might, though. If you do wish to join us, though, you have to prove yourself. You have to do vigorous training, too, because your body, it is weak, but your quirk is strong. That is why we seek you. Do not consider yourself special, boy. We could recruit millions, but go the fuck away. Sorry about that. My brother came in my room. We could recruit millions, but we recruited you because, well, of your quirk. But after all of our training, you'll be a god. You'll be able to basically blitz right in front of someone, and then within an instant, there's nothing more. But really, with your power, you won't even really need to do that. Just in case, you get another one of these collars on you. Who knows? Anyways, do you join us? Izuku Midoriya? As Izuku nods his head. Well, I don't see why not. Get this fucking collar off my neck. It's been itching me recently. And get us as for an orphanage. I've been getting more and more, well, hungry, I guess I can say. Y'all wouldn't want to know what they do. Oh. Shigaraki would giggle a little bit, saying, don't worry about the orphanage, we already took care of that. I mean, if you didn't join us, you were gonna die. You know too much. So, we didn't really want you going back to that orphanage anyways. I myself came from an orphanage, so I know how bad it can be. As Suzuki would say, oh, now did you? Well, what did y'all do to the orphanage? As Shigaraki would say, why don't you look for yourself? As all of them would open up a portal and they'd go there. And they'd see nothing but what looks like a broken down building. Just rocks everywhere. It looks like, well, someone came through here and had a rampage. Looks like whole King Kong crushed it. Oh. As well, as you could go, damn, I'm glad I'm on your side. Yeah, we're gonna do a time skip 5 years. Izuku is 21. He just now finished his training. He's been on 3 missions. They have Toga, Dabi, and Twice. They haven't made any serious moves because Izuku has convinced them not to. He's kept saying, wait for their last year. We're gonna wait for All Might's successor to be at his peak, and All Might to be at his lowest. We need to stay in the shadows, because, well, you never know what they could have in store. Because I'm gonna make Izuku hella big brains, like shit. But I'm gonna give him, like, Goku's fighting spirit. As Izuku says, I wanna have a challenge, so let's let him get the strong thing B. Plus, well, Shigaraki, you're about to intake all those quirks. If we made ourselves known while you're taking all those quirks, you're not really gonna be able to get much rest to heal after all of it. Plus, we had to get Toga to do her training. We found out her quirk's true potential. Same for Twice. And, well, with a little bit of training between me and Dabi, we both increased our fire's potential. Dabi's flame getting a little bit hotter, and mine burns a person in an instant. There isn't even a chance for you to turn off my quirk to save them. All I need to do now is move my finger slightly, and there, pew, kaboom. Anyways, this is where I'm gonna end the video. There's only gonna be like 3 parts, because someone's trying to make them decently long. The next one's gonna be like an hour long, and then after that, it'll be 30 minutes or so. But yeah, I already recorded all the other parts. I'm just too really lazy, and also I'm waiting for my friend Vontae to finally finish recording a couple what ifs I got him to do. He's currently supposed to be doing what if Deku was black and what if Naruto was black. Because, yeah. I'm also gonna get him to do what if Kakashi had Spider-Man's powers. But, yeah. It'll be kinda cool. But after he's done with those, I'm gonna record them or post them all on the same day. That way I got the wide variety to choose from. But yeah. It is Naruto Hatake Signing out.